Here's one of my favorite parts of postseason is really addressing the narratives at play. What does the audience think of this player or this team or this storyline? Do they think that we'll actually address it? Meaning, like, do they think we'll actually do content from it? Then we realized one of the narratives was basically the SEC network had turned into the Dansby Swanson network.
It did.
It did. Dansby was basically like a K-pop star or like Backstreet Boys. The amount of coverage he was getting, obviously he had the look. He was a heartthrob, but then also he was the number one pick in the draft. So you had this perfect storm. So how could we play into it? One of the things that we came up with and that we ran with was let's poke fun at it a little bit in satire in sort of an SNL Saturday Night Live style of, what do you think all the other players think of this? Let's script something to make it seem like they're tired of all of this in a comical way. So we decided to create a press conference with 3 players. All they would get asked from the media was questions about Dansby Swanson and nothing about the game, nothing about their own personal efforts. And it would slowly ramp up. Like the first question or two, the players would be like, yeah, Dansby's not here, but this or that. And then what we told them is like, it's going to slowly ramp up your anger to where you're going to get to the point to where you're going to get mad and explode and walk out. Not only did that resonate on social media, but one of the coolest things that happened is they actually played that video during the ESPN broadcast of our game in the College World Series. There was another game in that same College World Series that we weren't playing in. And then they played that video again. It wasn't even during our game. When you talk about like the pinnacle or the peak of like getting the most bang for your buck, and this was all us taking a chance, all of us doing something, I guess, a little risky and fun, and it could have fallen flat on his face. But the thing is we were aware of the narrative. We were aware of the hotels in Omaha. They actually had to get security at the Embassy Suite where they have the inside where people can get to the outside of your hotel room doors. They actually had to get security guards. The people were knocking up on his room trying to figure out where he was to get autographs and pictures and stuff. I'm talking 24/7, man. This is like the Beatles coming to America. No joke.